This is the first look at Fedora 44, the upcoming release that brings new updates, bug fixes, and performance improvements. By the time of making this video, Fedora 44 is in beta, and some of the features and changes you see right now may improve before the stable release. With that said, let's take a look at the new features of Fedora 44. In version 44, the Anaconda installer has received some major improvements, especially for dual boot setups. With one click, you can now install Fedora alongside Windows 11. It also no longer creates default profiles for all network devices. Instead, it only includes the devices that were configured during installation. This makes it much easier to reconfigure network settings later and also fixes several long-standing issues. The manual partitioning page has been updated as well. You can now install Fedora more easily by creating custom partitions. Now keep in mind that Fedora now requires an EFI boot partition of at least 500 megabytes. Otherwise, the installer may display a warning. With the KDE edition, Fedora offers a beautiful post-install Plasma setup application. Just like Windows 11, you can configure your system language, keyboard layout, enable dark mode, create a brand new user account, and choose your time zone, everything in one place. Once you're done, simply click Finish to complete the post-installation. This change also brings a Plasma login manager for Fedora KDE variants, replacing SDDM as the default login manager. Just like Ubuntu 26.04, Fedora 44 ships with GNOME 50, which brings several UI enhancements and system changes. GNOME 50 is now moving fully to Wayland. On the GDM login screen, you can no longer switch the display server to X11. The session selection button has been replaced with accessibility settings, which may disappoint some users. However, this change follows GNOME's goal of building a more modern and consistent desktop experience. Mutter is the default compositor in GNOME that handles Windows and graphics, received more enhancements. It now blends colors better using sRGB by default, supports more color formats, and improves how windows open in Wayland sessions. Now, thanks to the Wayland stack in Fedora, it now delivers a high-quality gaming and development experience by leveraging the latest technologies. Fedora 44 also brings new default wallpapers, giving the desktop a fresh and modern look. It ships with GNOME 50 along with Fedora's updated default wallpaper collection. These beautiful wallpapers make the whole system feel modern and polished. This is a small change, but it helps make your desktop feel a bit more personal. This update also improves the live CD experience. These changes are designed to make the Fedora ARM64 Live ISO work out of the box on Windows ARM laptops. Thanks to automatic device tree blob selection at boot, the installation process is now much smoother on these devices. Also, this update changes the live media experience using a new set of scripts. It also allows USB installs to automatically save changes with persistent storage. This update keeps Fedora's GNOME toolchain up to date with latest features, improvements as well as bug and security fixes. It ensures the system has a reliable compiler, linker, runtime, and debugger. Fedora 44 comes with brand new applications with parental controls. Parents and guardians can track how much time children spend on the screen time and set limits to reduce heavy usage, including bedtime schedules. The system can automatically lock the screen when the set time is reached. It's a great feature to help reduce excessive screen time. Parents can also allow extra screen time when needed. Fedora also includes Loupe, which replaces the older image viewer. Loupe is built with Rust and uses GPU acceleration for rendering, which makes images load faster and smoother. It also supports many image formats, works very well on touchscreens, and has a modern design that fits perfectly with Wayland. Wayland continues to be the default display session in Fedora, and the experience is now smoother and more stable across modern GPUs. It improves support for NVIDIA Dynamic Boost, a feature that automatically transfers power between the CPU and GPU depending on the workload. For example, your system can give more power to the GPU while gaming or rendering and more power to the CPU when needed without exceeding the laptop's power limits. With the latest and modern NVIDIA drivers and built-in NVIDIA PowerD service, this now works very smoothly out of the box. Fedora 44 is not expected to ship with the latest kernel version 7, which promises better performance, improved hardware support, and a smoother overall experience. Instead, it comes with kernel 6.19. Overall, Fedora 44 with GNOME 50 looks like a solid update for Linux users, offering a pure GNOME desktop experience. It's expected to release in mid-April. Right now, you can try Fedora 44 beta on real hardware by installing it on a separate drive or partition. And that's pretty much it. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe to see more content. Thank you so much for watching. This has been KSK Royal. I will see you in the next one.